Probably you have think, this should be muy or mucho. Muy calor, mucho calor, te quiero mucho, te quiero muy. Today we're going to talk about the difference between muy and mucho. Let's go! Hola, hola, bienvenidos, bienvenidas. Welcome to this new video of Learn Spanish from Scratch with Worlds Across. And yes, you heard it well, because today we're going to talk about muy and mucho. Finally, we're going to understand the difference between these two words. Okay, as I always tell you, if you think you hate grammar, it's because you haven't learned it with Worlds Across yet. Alright, so today is gonna be we're gonna have a very interesting conversation to understand the difference between muy and mucho. And I know this could be like a little bit messy, a little bit confusing, so no worries, because today we're going to explain how to use each one of them specifically, okay? We're going to start with my guy here, with muy, okay? We're going to start with this gentleman here. When do we use muy? Let's go. All right, muy. First, we need to understand what is muy, and muy is basically an adverb, okay? What is an adverb? One? Oh my god, I don't remember. You know, adverb are these guys that describe how things are done, basically. Right? Adverb. Very good. So, as an adverb, it basically means really or very. Okay? Like very much, really, I really like that. All right. So when what is important about this guy? Where do we place it? Right? It could go before an adverb or an adjective. Let's work on the first. Scenario. Let's call it before an adjective. Okay. Muy bien. Let me give you an example. Mi mamá es muy alta. Muy bien, very good. So, in this case, this guy is an adverb, and here we have an adjective. You know, you remember that an adjective basically is to describe people or things or places. In this case, alta is tall, feminine and singular, because we're talking about my mom, that is a she, right? Mi mamá es muy alta. And how do we translate this? My mom is very tall, right? Es muy alta. Muy bien. Let's now work on the second specific case when we use it with an adverb, yeah? Okay. Yo voy muy temprano. I go very early, like to the gym or to the store, I don't know, to my job. All right, yo voy muy temprano. In this case, we have an adverb here to describe how early we go. Temprano. We have or muy here, that is an adverb again, like to emphasize that it's not that I go early, I go very early, okay, or really early. So we have these examples that are pretty simple to understand the use of muy, okay. Let's little recap. Mi mamá es muy alta, my mom is very tall. Second one, I go very early. Yo voy muy, or really early, temprano. In the first case, we put the muy before the adjective, in this case, alta. In the second case, we put the muy before the adverb, in this case, temprano, okay? Okay, guys, so now let's start working with the word mucho. The first thing is that this should match in gender and number, okay? So it could be mucho, it could be mucha, muchos, if it's a plural form, or muchas. All right? So, interesting thing is that in this case, this could work as an adjective, an adverb, or a noun. Let's start our journey with mucho working as an adjective, okay? As an adjective, it should go before noun, sorry. Let me give you an example. Yo tengo, I have Muchos, here we put it, amigos. Remember, in this case, we use it to describe a lot, much, many, right? So in this case, it goes before this noun, that is amigos. Again, plural and masculine. Muchos, plural and masculine. I have many friends, all right? I have many friends. Now, let's do this thing as an adverb, okay? And you remember that the adverb in this case changes, or like it changes the specific structure. And let me give you an example of how this works. Mis amigos viajan mucho. This mucho as an adverb changes how often my friends travel, okay? Mucho as an adverb modifies is the word I was looking for. How often do my friends travel, okay? Mis amigos viajan mucho. Very good. In this case, after the verb, working as an adverb. Very good. Now let's go to the third case, right? Working as a noun, or mucho working as a noun. And you know that working as a noun, it should be talking about people, about things, about places specifically, you know? It should be a subject. So, and let's analyze. Let me give you an example here. Cientos, it's hundreds, cientos de personas fueron. Coma. The comma there is important. Muchos llegaron tarde. All right, so in this case, muchos would be a noun expressing like the amount of people that arrive late to a specific place, to a specific event. So we have hundreds of people went. Many of them arrived late. Okay, in this case, this muchos, again, plural and masculine, arrived late. It's a noun, okay? So we have the three specific cases in how to use mucho. It's very interesting, okay? Let's do a little recap. And before doing this recap, I just wanted to remind you that if you want to practice your Spanish in real life with real people, you can, book a free Spanish class at Worlds Across. It's 100% on us. You don't even need a credit card. It's just as simple as that. Go, book your tutor, and enjoy your class. Don't forget that. So, little recap. We have muy and mucho. Muy, it's very or really. You know, very much. I like you very much. I really like that. And mucho is more like a lot, much, or many. Okay? The first case, we're going to analyze the use of muy, that is an adverb. And we have two scenarios, right? First, mi mamá es muy alta. Look at this. It goes before the adjective. My mom is very tall, you know, to emphasize how tall she is. It could be, mi mamá es muy, and then another adjective, inteligente, intelligent, right? Second case, yo voy muy temprano. The muy goes before another adverb, okay? Adverb and adverb. I go early, not early, very early, really early, okay? An adverb working with an adjective or an adverb. Fantastic, very simple. Now, it gets more interesting with mucho, right? Because we have that it could be feminine and masculine in singular or in plural, okay? And we basically need to match and make coherent the use of mucho with the different nouns we have, right? So the first, we know that mucho could work as an adverb, an adjective, or a noun, okay? Working as an adjective, you know, that describes a noun. You know what an adjective is. Yo tengo, I have muchos amigos, right? Amigos, noun, muchos is describing the noun. It's like putting giving us more information about the noun. Many friends. Yo tengo muchos amigos. I have many friends. Noun, in this case, muchos as an adjective before the noun. Fantastic. Second scenario, as an adverb. Mis amigos viajan mucho. It modifies, in this case, the verb, or how often do my friends travel, okay? Mis amigos, my friends travel a lot. Fantastic, very simple. Final scenario, working as a noun. Cientos de personas fueron. Hundreds of people went. Muchos, many of them, arrived late. Muchos llegaron tarde. Many arrived late. So there you have it, guys. You already know the difference between muy and mucho. I hope you like it. I hope you leave a lot of comments, a lot of examples in the comments. And if you like this, make sure to leave a comment, to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Nos vemos.